Usagi Watanabe. Gozodenka of the Untold Endings was the greatest ninja never known. Hers was the way of shadow and silence, slit throats and poison. The only evidence of her presence was the beautifully sad melody of the peeper lute she'd play as a coda to her visit. Her notes would gently echo along the rooftops into the streets below, whispering to those who heard them. Go and find the dead, they'd say.
But not this day. With the light of the late afternoon, all but snuffed beneath the clouds overhead in the approach of night, Usagi sat in the open, awash within the rains of the season, waiting. The azure gleam of her left eye examined each god's face with poetic patience. Her right one, sewn shut and hidden behind a patch plate hewn of bamboo, painted in the signature gold and black of her clan. The mountain lotus. Streams of water flowed off the brim of her shigasa, a conical hat she fashioned with a pair of embellished rabbit ears. The droplets sporadically dripped from the edge, tapping atop her tabby-toed boots or kissing the strings of her lute.
Although very much exposed to the elements, Usagi's small frame fit neatly beneath the wide brim of her hat. In fact, she saw the gods more clearly than they could see her.
Not since the sitting Emperor Osaka Nobunaga first drove his army through the gates of Komuroji-jo to usurp the last man who sat, had the courtyard seen so many men at arms. And it was there Usagi chose to sit.
Although any misdeed one ruler befell, another was no concern of ninja, nor was this one hired to feign such.
She wasn't hired at all.
Her reasons were her own, but make no mistake, she was there to notch yet another ending to her name.
Nobunaga was a warlord turned emperor and a man few other men dared defy, and yet Usagi knew his life now sat upon her whim. If she was who the guards feared her to be, suspected, a myth made living, then they knew this as well.
She said nothing, did nothing. Nothing but wait in brazen defiance, with an arm resting atop each knee, surrounded by soldiers and silence, save for the rain.
However, no one could reason why she waited, why she showed herself at all.
A fabled ninja, even of lesser skill, could have easily gone the path of shadow and snuck a blade across the Emperor's throat. But her
kin rarely, if ever, assassinate a sitting ruler of such distinction. The backlash would be swift, ruthless, and would likely mean the end of the clan.
Usagi needed the world to know this was not the act of ninja, rather the decision of a lone girl.
More importantly, she wanted Nobunaga to see her coming.
A rumble of thunder rolled over the clouds, the skies dimmed a bit darker.
Usagi watched warily as the Shiro ramparts filled with the bows of Kyudoka soldiers, each one aiming a dragon's head arrow at her heart.
However, her suspicion wasn't for what the bowmen might do. Their intentions were clear enough. She wondered what their presence could mean.
After all, she hadn't simply waited for the entire Shiro to empty itself into the courtyard.
No, one does not wait in the rain in hopes of making a difficult task more so.
Usagi waited, not for more men, but one man. She waited because the rage of a ninja is not found in the winds of the tempest, like the samurai, but in the eye of the storm where calm and fury are one.
She waited, with peace in her heart, for Nobunaga, the man who stole her eye, her home and family, and the life she knew as a child.
Usagi sought to play her lute one last time.